Off-market buybacks are a great way for companies to divert the franking credits on their balance sheet to the investors that value them most, and that's kind of low tax investors in our case. So I'll talk to you about off-market buybacks with reference to the Commonwealth Bank off-market buyback that was done in August 2021. The Commonwealth Bank was trading at $103 per share at the time, and they were actually able to purchase back their shares in the off-market buyback at $88.62. And the reason is, why would anyone allow their shares to be bought back at $88.62 when it's trading at $103? And the reason is because that buyback is structured in such a way as that it has a capital component and then it has a fully franked dividend component on top of that. And that fully franked dividend carries with it franking credits. So Commonwealth Bank's case, it had a $21 capital component, and then the remainder was a fully franked dividend, which had then franking credits on top of that. And so when you added that all together, you actually found that the value for a zero tax investor, because they get to reclaim those franking credits back from the government, was just over $117, which was 14% more than the current share price of Commonwealth Bank at the time. So it was very profitable for zero tax investors. There was a scale back of 79.4%, so you didn't get all your shares scaled back, but it still was able to be a big value add by participating in the buyback. Now, for tax-paying investors, particularly if you're a high marginal tax rate investor, these buybacks aren't actually profitable because you actually pay your income tax on the full value of the fully franked dividend and the franking credits attached to that. And so it actually becomes not profitable for high tax investors. So the reason that's important is that in our fund, the Plato Australian Shares Income Fund, we've actually designed this specifically for zero tax investors, and that's who we market it to. And so we actually make all our decisions on the basis of how would a zero tax investor act. And so we actually participate in these buybacks. We gain a fair bit of money from them. Since the inception of the fund in 2011, we've gained about 40 basis points per annum just by participating in buybacks, and added that to the total return of our investors. So we think it's a great way for investors to get the icing on the cake in terms of their income, increasing their income and increasing their total return.